NHS A&E system is run, or whoever's behind the absolute shittiness. I'm not sure this goes for all NHS places, it probably doesn't, but specifically mine, that the waiting for an accident and emergency area is too damn long. And right, I've got a story to go with this one. Right? I've got two, but one's more interesting. I'll do the interesting one. Essentially, what happened was one day I had I think it was like a ripped muscle tendon on the back of my leg. I was scratching my leg and I felt like the lump, because that's what it was. It was the muscle tendon, and it made me feel a bit weird. So I was like, I'm gonna go get a drink. So I go into the kitchen. I was gonna go grab a drink of water. Passionate. Will you fuck off? You're stealing my thunder. So what happened was I got halfway across the kitchen and I lost consciousness. I don't know why, probably because of the fucking me fiddling around with a lump on my leg. Thunder. So what happened then? I fell and I did smash my head almost, it's quite a funny story really, into a cooker, denting the handlebar of the cooker, breaking the reinforced fucking glass on the cooker, and obviously laying on the floor. So then they called the ambulance. I had all that shit, and had a bit of glass on my chin, had a scar thing. So I needed to go to accident and emergency, where you would think that the word emergency fucking makes you think, okay, this is a bit of an emergency. You kind of smashed your head through a cooker, had concussion, probably got some internal damages somewhere. I must have done, because I've turned into a right freak. I can see you guys. You don't even think I haven't got a blanket over my fucking computer screen. I can see. Iron skull. Oh yeah, it is.
You broke a cooker with your brain or your head.
My brain. I'm wearing a hat at the moment.
Shut up, man. Long day. It's been a long day. It's been a long day.
Please continue.
So yeah, I was in accident emergency. The first problem was they couldn't find a chair to put me in. It took about, I would say, 20 minutes to find a wheelchair thing to put me in, and then they just kind of plonked me in accident and emergency. The time where I did it, I think I still remember, it was about 8 o'clock by the time I got to the hospital, and I was waiting in A&E until midnight with a concussion, which by that time obviously recovered, and the only thing that I had a problem with was my finger that had a splinter in it. But it's the fact that this is
such pain.
Such pain. No, it was. No, but it was. But initially, I went an hour in so much damn pain, right? Well, my head was throbbing, everything was wrong. Like, it could have been anything. I could have fractured my skull for all they knew. And I was just there waiting. And then, when I finally do get seen by a doctor who was about fucking 18, with fucking GCSE science qualifications, comes and sees me, and he goes, "What's the matter?" And I've got a fucking bit of glass sticking in my chin. What the fuck do you think's the matter? I've got glass in my chin, mate. Get it out.
Why didn't you take the glass out of your chin?
Because he said to leave it in there in case it hit like a thingy.
Leave it in there. You look better.
So, it wasn't that big, but it just in case.
So you were seen before, and you weren't just sitting.
It wasn't.
You're sitting in there with glass coming out your face.
Oh, the only thing I got. The only person that saw me before was the emergency guy that comes before the ambulance to say, "Look, mate, you need to knock yourself out. Sit up. Sit on the chair." That was it, pretty much. And he's like, "Oh, you got a bit of glass in your chin." No fucking shit. And that's what that was that treatment. Then I was in the ambulance where they tried to talk to me, and then my mum, actually this is a problem, right? I was in the ambulance, and then even my mum decides to have a go at me for being rude to the paramedic. Well, I'm sorry, I've got glass in my chin, I've got a fucking spear through my finger, and I've just had a concussion. I'm not going to be the most polite person, but either way, all in all, the NHS is shit, and it takes 18 hours to see anybody. The end.
Oh god. How did you get a splinter from an oven?
The glass. It was the glass.
Okay. So a bit of glass went through your chin and your finger.
My chin and my finger was there.
Right.
The only thing that would have topped it off if there was a fucking chicken in there. That would have been another funny one, wouldn't it?
After that, put me in an ambulance when they tried to talk to me.
What use is talking to me? I nearly knocked myself out. What do you want?
Oh
Fucking
my
rude
god, that
bitch.
hurt. That is the best story of all time. We need to make that into a film.
I need a minute.
That'd be the next Transformers. The other one was actually Optimus Prime. Oh my god.